Hello there, and welcome to this latest episode of the EBC podcast. Unfortunately, I'm all by myself this week. My good friend and colleague Ramon is not so well at the moment, and I didn't want to drag him off his sick bed. So I'm just going to hold the fort for a shorter version of the podcast, and God willing, he'll be fit enough to join us for the next one next week. So I just wanted really to share three bits of information and news with you about where the college is at the moment, which I hope will be of interest to you, and I hope it'll give you something to sign up to and be involved with. First of all, just to say that just today, we've put online the details of the spring term modules, which start on January the 5th of next year. We've got the ongoing classes of expository preaching and hermeneutics, which unfortunately you can't sign up to if you're not already involved in. But we've got new modules on the pastoral letters. We've got a module on John's Gospel. And Ramon himself is teaching a new module, which we're calling Councils, Creeds, Controversies, and Christ, looking at some of the early debates about who Christ was in church history. All of that detail is on the college website. But secondly, and to drill down into that just a little bit, our year-long course on pastoral theology, which has proved to be the most popular module we've run this year by some distance, is made up of three main components, each of which is almost standalone. And the spring component of that module, we're calling Leading God's People by the Book. And as well as those who signed up for the whole year-long course, you're welcome just to join us for this one term, if this is of interest to you. What we're going to do in this particular section of the module is look at the biblical teaching on church leadership, structures, and roles. Some of you will have heard us discussing this in recent podcasts, this whole issue of the roles of elders and deacons and so on within the local church. It's a major passion and burden of mine at the moment as I work with local churches and preach in local churches, as well as a college. We seek to partner with churches and equip future church workers. And I've come to the conclusion over a period of time now that almost every problem in the local church can be traced back to a leadership-related problem. Either the wrong people in leadership, the wrong attitude towards leadership of the members of the church, or the wrong exercise of leadership by those in those roles, among other aspects as well. So in this fairly detailed course, we're going to really examine what the Bible has to say about how churches should be structured and led. So that's on a Monday night for 10 Monday nights starting on January the 5th, 7:15 to 9:15 each Monday night over those 10 weeks. The cost is just £200 if you want to if you want to gain study credits and do assessments, or £150 if you just want to audit the course and enjoy the fellowship. We've already got new folks signing up for that one particular component part of the course, which is very encouraging, but there's always room for more. Because like everything else we do, it's on Zoom, then it doesn't matter where you live, you're very welcome to join us. So I just want to encourage you to do that. It's a really serious matter that churches need to address. And part of our raison d'etre is to work with local churches and help them. And so this is right in the center of our agenda, if you like, as a college. So please look out for that detail. There's stuff on the website even today about that. And then thirdly, I want to tell you about a new ministry that we're offering. It's called Bible Books in a Day. And once a month, starting towards the end of January, we're going to take one day in person, on site, unusually, to teach through one book of the Bible. So the first one is on the last Thursday of January, and we're going to do Romans in a day. So roughly 10 to 4, again, the details will be, and some are already on the website, meeting in what is still legally our base at Grace Community Church in Broxburn. We're going to meet for a day of fellowship and a study together. And some folk I know are missing some in-person study still. Some people don't have a Bible study in their home church. We just love a day of fellowship with other Christian people. Well, here's a great opportunity. Once a month, we're going to do one book of the Bible. So Romans is first. We'd love you to join us on that day. The details, as I say, are on the website and more will be available soon. We're not making a charge for this because we want to make it as freely available as we can. What we are doing is simply suggesting you might want to make a donation to the future and the development of the college. But we're excited. And again, we're just getting the first registrations for that new venture as well. I also say that we are going to hopefully make those day-long seminars available on Zoom as well for those who can't actually physically get to Broxbourne. But we do want to encourage as many as possible to actually be there in situ and help make these really memorable and profitable days together. Thank you for your encouragements as we've been doing these podcasts. We'll get at least one more, maybe two in yet before the end of the year, and then we'll recommence in early January. But we're so grateful for the feedback we're getting. We hope you're finding them helpful. We'd love you to share them and make them more widely known. And if you have suggestions you'd like us to for topics you'd like us to cover, please feel free also to send those in to us. If you just email them to us at podcast@edinburghbiblecollege.co.uk, we'll get them, we'll respond to them, and we'll address them. So thank you again for your prayers and for your support. If I could just flag out one quick prayer request that comes to my mind as I speak to you, is that on Monday coming, that's Monday the 8th of December, Board of Directors and Trustees meet for their regular quarterly meeting, but also for their AGM. These are important occasions. We're grateful for the board and their input into the work of the college. And please remember them as they meet on Monday afternoon for that important meeting. So until next time, next Friday, God willing, at the usual time, the Lord be with you, and thank you for your fellowship.